Yo, people, what's going on? Back again. Another episode of Footy Talk. Cam's in the building. What you saying, my guy?
What you saying, bro? Man's there, man. Man's there. Hectic week, innit? Hectic few days.
Hectic. I big up the mods as well, yeah. In about 5 minutes, start slapping in them Fiorentino Perez quotes because he was moving wild last night, bro.
He was talk.
And I told man there, football's done out here, bro. These men are trying to create an NBA, yeah, with football and try and rub out every other league. That's what they're trying to do. We're going to go into that anyway. But Perez was even saying, oh, we might even make the game shorter and that because these youths ain't interested in football and that. The man don't care about football, bro. This was never a footballing decision. This is purely a money-making marketing decision. That's all it is, bro. And Man City and Chelsea got bullied into joining. They didn't even want to join in the first place. It's these American man, blood.
About that.
It's these American men, bro. That's who it is. It's United, it's Liverpool, and obviously Levy's up their man's ass anyway with the whole Amazon thing and all them ones there. I don't know what Levy's connection is to them American brothers, but he's knee deep in it,
bro.
You know, like
yeah, bro. Like, bro, this is what happens when you bring the like American owners and stuff into the game, bro. It's gonna become Americanized eventually. Do you know what I mean? And bro, like, it's crazy what could happen, man. It's crazy. Is there like, have you got any positives out of it? Do you think? Do you have any positives coming out of it? Because obviously you hear everyone's negatives and stuff, and I'm one of the people that are not for it. You know what I'm trying to say?
There's not a single positive in there for me. Not a single positive because there's nothing positive about the whole thing. Do you know what I'm saying? And I've been telling these men already. And I remember one of the Red Talks, I come out and I said, yo, like, I genuinely hate the direction that this football club's going in. And I meant it from the bottom of my heart, bro, from where we came from to all this stuff with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer being the manager in the first place when he's not competent. We're not winning things. There's no sign that we want to win things. Do you know what I'm saying? The whole thing was a shambles, bruv. I said it. And then all of a sudden, now these people complain about the Super League. United showed by giving this brother the job, yeah, mid-season when we hadn't won that and hadn't done that and that. Winning was never what it was about, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was about keeping the fans on side. And now, like I've been telling these man all along, the reason why they're keeping him in there is because of the nostalgia thing. And don't turn your back on us. Oli come out the other day and was saying to the fans, oh, like, support the club and like, don't turn your back on us. Bullshit, bro. Them man knew this was coming, bro. I don't care what no one says. They're trying to appeal to the emotions, yeah, of these men, yeah. Say, oh, stay with us, keep giving us your money, bro. They don't care about you as a football fan, bro. You're a customer. That's why Ed Woodward's always talking about the numbers, social media numbers, because that's all he cares about, bro. He cares about the global franchise, the company of Manchester United. He doesn't care about the football team. He doesn't care about the football fans, bro. And this lockdown has shown him that you don't need bums on seats in stadiums to make money, bro. He don't care about the match going or the local fans or the domestic fans. He's thinking about the wider market. Do you know what I mean? In Asia, in the United States, that's all he cares about. And what they're gonna do is they're gonna do a thing like what they do with the NBA, where they play like random games, different places and stuff like that. The NBA try branch out. They come here. They went to Paris. They're gonna start playing Man United versus Real Madrid in flipping Abu Dhabi and that, bro. That's what you're gonna start seeing.
That's what's proposed. There's gonna be games in China, Middle East, and all of that.
But there you go. York. So it's gonna be like pre-season, bro, but in season. You know, like that, and they'll fill up the stadiums. One of my American followers said that there was a United game there or something. No, an Arsenal game there, and they got 110,000 people in the stadium, bruv.
That's
so they don't need us, bro.
They
don't need us, and that's what they're saying, bro. And that's why there's nothing positive about this globalization, yeah, of English football, blood, because it's a third of the league, bro. It's 6 teams, bro. No other country is gonna be affected like we will. It's a disgrace, bro. It's an absolute disgrace. There's no positive to this.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat, bro. It's gonna be 2 times. Apparently, it's gonna be 2 times as much traveling for the average for people. 2 times as much than they already do in terms of going to. And this is going to Europa games, whatever. This is gonna be 2 times as much traveling. I just feel like one thing about me is I always think that competition and merit should always be in football. You get what I'm trying to say? I feel like this whole 15 teams that can't. Like, listen, I'm never really too fussed about relegation because my team are never getting relegated. You know what I mean? But it's still a situation where the fact that 15 teams can basically just kind of do whatever they want without the fear of underachievement, because every single year they're going to get 350 million, without the fear of, I mean, if you don't win it this year, all right, that's fine. And even if you do stay in the Premier League, it's a situation for me that it's like, as I keep saying, my example keeps being, if you're not in the title race by January, you're going to just say to yourself, do you know what? Forget the season. Like, it doesn't really matter about the Premier League. Let's just go and focus on the Super League. I mean, we got the Super League. We can make the playoffs, whichever is going on in the Super League. We can make the playoffs of the Super League. Forget the Premier League. So all of a sudden, because there's no incentive of top 4, there's no incentive of anything like that, because there's no Champions League. So you don't care about finishing in top 4. So if I'm 4th in the Premier League by January, I can just think, you know what? Ahmad, Hannibal, all you man just play Prem, and then we're going to focus on the Super League and try to make the playoffs or win the Super League. So in a way, for me, it takes away the competitiveness, and it's just going to water down the champion. It's just going to water down the domestic league completely. You know what I'm saying?
It's not even going to. It's not even going to water it down, bro. It's going to render it into like just unimportance completely, because one of two things can happen. Yeah, Manchester United, Liverpool, whatever, they can take their 350 million, because this is what they're saying. They're saying that we're going to get our 350 million. How we're going to help the league is we're going to spend the money in the league, pump it back in, so it's going to make the league stronger. It's not going to make the league stronger. It's going to make you stronger. You're going to buy up all the resources that are in the league and monopolize the league and make the league boring, bruv. That's all that will happen, is these 6 teams will be able to buy the best players from all the other teams in the country, make them weaker and batter them. Or what's probably going to happen is they're going to say, you know what, we get 100 million for winning the Premier League. We get 350 million just for competing in the Super League. So why would I want to win the Premier League? It don't make sense, bruv. I'm just going to use the Premier League to blood my youngsters and that. Do you know what I mean? Just put up a strong enough team, just to make it kind of competitive, and then keep half an eye on my 350 M's. And then if I can get into the playoffs, cool. If I can't, still 350 million up. And then the rest of the money goes in my bank account, because these owners ain't investing in the club, bro. Florentino Perez literally came out and said Real Madrid lost 400 million euros. They want to recoup that back, bruv, during COVID. So they're not going to reinvest that money in playing stuff. They're pocketing that, bruv. They're trying to plug a black hole. So because of that, the money's not going to get reinvested in the players. So Man United are going to be playing in the Super League with McTominay and Dan James, bro. There's nothing super about that league, bro. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, fucking, what's the Arsenal's manager's name? Mikel Arteta. Do you know what I mean? Tottenham don't have a manager. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Super League, bruv. What's super about that, bruv, with them scrubby managers?
And
some joking.
And the thing is that I was saying that is this money, like for fans of Arsenal or whatever, Spurs, United, we're in debt. That money, I've been saying, is that money going to come back into the club? You don't even there's no guarantee of that. Do you know what I mean? Right now, it's all verbals until the situation happens, and you're like, oh shit. You know, like when you're going for politics, president and stuff, they're promising everything, bro. They're fucking promising world hunger is going to end. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You get there and it's like, oh, can't do shit about it. Yeah, I'm trying to say, and I just think it's another situation where it could potentially, you know, we're talking about all this 350 million, but then we're not taking into account that all price fees are going to raise anyway. So this whole 350 million that we're talking about is still the balance is still going to maintain, because now all of a sudden it's like, oh, you lot are richer. Okay, the tax is going to be more on it. Just like how we're always at United tax. It takes us 80 million to get an average player. Now imagine we're now a super club with 350 more million a year, potentially 800 million if you win it. The average player is now going to cost 110 million, 120 million. So it's still gonna go up. I'm hearing they're trying to employ like a salary tax or something. I don't know.
No, they're trying to put a salary cap, like what they have in all the American sports. So you're gonna have to trade players and that. Certain man can't. You have to have franchise players that are on a certain amount of money, then everyone else has to take a pay cut to kind of accommodate them, and so on and so forth. Do you know what I mean? They're trying to Americanize the whole model. It's an absolute shambles, bruv.
Yeah,
it's an absolute shambles. This is England, bruv. Do you know what I mean? These men shouldn't have had the power to come in and do these things in the first place. And that's on the FA. That's on all these other people, bruv. It's on them because they allowed it to get to this point. I don't see why in Germany the fans have to have 51% ownership of the clubs, but here, them man were just thinking about the money. The greed of this country alone is the reason why this has been able to happen in the first place, bro.
Yeah. It's a joke, man. It's a joke, honestly, bro. Like, I just feel like it's a bro, I don't know, man. Obviously, change has to happen, innit? Every now and again, change happens. But it's the fact that people, when they compare it to the Premier League, and I get it, the Premier League did something kind of similar. The European Cup to the Champions League is kind of similar. But one thing about those things is they always maintained the ability to come in, come out, and they can maintain merit about it. You know what I mean?
They weren't closing the door on other people based on how much money they were generating. And also the Premier League, bruv, the old first division had way too many teams, blood. They played too many games.
I was just about to say as well, like, even that, they still maintained the base teams that were in the English Division 1. You know what I mean? It's not like all of a sudden they just said, oh, we're going to pluck this team, this team, this team, this team, then we're going to make a Premier League. They still had a base teams that were competing in the Division 1. They were still the ones that formed into the first 24 of the Premier League. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Premier League was a rebrand and a lot of money pumped into it with Sky viewership and all that type of stuff to globalize it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, make it probably a bit more appealing to the global audience. But at the end of the day, it still maintained the same values of merit, of competitiveness to go and win. And it's still maintained that. Whereas this isn't that. So when people are saying it's the same thing, it's like, this is excluding teams, bro. This is, I'm listening to Perez. He's like, we might invite Roma and Napoli. Like, we might, like, if we want, we'll bring them in. If not, then we won't bring them. It's just like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And obviously they're not going to invite PSG or whatever, because PSG, we know PSG are trying to, the World Cup's in Qatar. They're Qataris, bro. Them man, they ain't trying to break that. They're
not trying to. They already know that they shouldn't have got that tournament anyway. So they're not trying to step on FIFA's toes.
Exactly. And you know, bro, after World Cup 2022, PSG will probably come straight in. Anyway, bro, realistically. So I don't know what's going on with Bayern and the German clubs. I know they're very, very fan-based football teams. They might, maybe. I know Bayern had something to do with this, apparently, anyway. But I reckon Bayern and the Super League lot might have had a little bickering or something. I don't really know. But I know they were originally part of kind of like that, the discussions. But who knows? They might have had a U-turn. But I just feel that the fact that you're taking away that kind of sense of merit is crazy. And my thing has always been, all right, so what happens if Spurs finish 18th? Let's just say, for example, they finish 18th in the Super League. One of the teams that have just come up from invitation are finishing above them and shit, comfy. Spurs are going to be like, oh, calm, we're here next year. You know what I mean? This rubbish-ass team, it could be United, anyone. This crap team that are finishing 18th, 19th potentially, are calm. It's all good because you're going to be there next year. Like, that's trash, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? And that's trash. And the thing is, you can't even liken it to the NBA, because in the NBA, you can be Oklahoma City right now. Just 8 years ago, they were challenging for a chip. Now they're doing a rebuild. But because of the draft system and stuff, you expect them by 2025, 26 to be back maybe in and around the playoffs. So the NBA do a structure that all teams can potentially still get good again. Like, it's like a cycle. That's how it is. Obviously, the best ones will stay the best, but it's like a cycle, bro. That's how you get the Dames at Portland, or you get these superstars at these lower franchises that can potentially build something. That's not the case in football, bro. That is not going to be the case in the Super League. So I don't get how this is going to work, man, personally, bro. It's crazy, bro.
Bro, it's not meant to work. But you know what it is, yeah? These men are talking like they're doing it for the betterment of football when they're doing it for the betterment of themselves. That's the thing I dislike about it the most, isn't it? Because I'm not saying that obviously UEFA, the Champions League format, all these things are perfect, because they're not, bro. I don't believe that the top 4 teams should go into the competition. That's too many. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's one to stop pretending that you're doing this to save football, blood. No, you're doing it to maximize profits for yourself as businessmen. Don't pretend you're doing it to save football because of the pandemic, bro. Because as soon as fans come back into the stadiums and everything opens back up, your revenue will go back to how it was. You just had to take a small L like everyone else, bro. Because you talk about 400 million, but 400 million in a lot to a franchise like Real Madrid. It's not. It's not a lot, bro. So the 400 million that they've lost ain't the equivalent to certain man losing a job.
But it's mad. The thing is, yeah, at the end of the day, there's going to be so much up and downs, discussions. There's going to be so much like change in what's going to happen. So it's kind of them ones where you got to see. But looking at from what Perez was saying yesterday, seems like he's not budging. Seems like they don't care. They don't believe in what UEFA are saying. They don't believe in what FIFA are saying. It looks like now it's just going to be a situation where it's just inevitable. Do you know what I mean? So the real ones that are under pressure is UEFA, because this is basically a direct shit on the Champions League. That's what it is, really. They're trying to shit the Champions League. So UEFA, I don't know what world this league and UEFA Champions League can operate at the same place. I don't see how it's going to work. Only way I can imagine it working is if now they're like, all right, the Champions League winners, the Europa League winners, or whatever, every single season will be in the Super League. Like, but UEFA would have to basically accept that they have devalued the Champions League, which I can't see happening. So it's like, I don't see, like, if they turned around and said, UEFA turned around and said, the Champions League, we're just going to have to accept it, take this L, and, you know, the winners every year of the Champions League will be in the Super League, blah, 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 blah. Then all of a sudden, you've got a little bit of a marriage. But with this, because that means merit is involved. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But with this, it's kind of like you can win the Champions League. You're not even going to be in the Super League. You can do it's you're devaluing the league completely. Well, the Champions League, sorry, completely. So it's, bro, I can't see UEFA budging. I can't see FIFA, I can't see Perez budging. It's crazy. And the one thing that's crazy is that why is everyone so comfortable with the idea of PSG? Of Perez even running this tournament, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? Is Rants there? He froze in it. But yeah, anyway, why is everyone, this is a question for everyone, why is everyone so comfortable with Perez even running this ship? Ain't that a conflict of interest? How can the president be the manager or the president be the owner of one of the football clubs that are going to be competing? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Hey, this is my channel now, yeah? How many subscribers have I got on my channel? 60K. Saying nothing. 60K channel. That's crazy. Guys, go follow my channel. Go follow Culture Cams. Get me to 5K. I said Cams and Bants, you know. Anas, put my link in the bio. Put my link in the comments. This is the Camper Bridge, you know. What are you saying? That's giving you I can't even remember what that thing's called, OCD or whatever it's called. You go follow my channel, man. Get me to 5K. I need about 200 and something to 5K. Get me to 5K. And it'll be a good day, man. Hey, Perez took Rants out. I don't know, bro. He was speaking a bit too wicked on Don Perez. It's a bit brazy. Let me just be praising. I'm gonna be praising Perez for the rest of the channel. I ain't trying to go out like him. That flipping out. Where's everybody watching from anyway? Where's everybody watching from? Don't worry, DAZN, when they hire me, I'm gonna be saying the Super League is the best thing in the world. Trust me, right now. Trust me. Oh, you're back, yeah?
Yeah, this thing's moving mad, bruv.
Your thing, fam.
Bruv, it's annoying, bro. It's pissing me off, honestly. But nah, bro, the whole thing's mad, innit? Like this comment here, like I'm just gonna try and be as respectful as possible, innit? It's one of them ones because, like, big up my American following. I got quite a big American following, bruv. What you got to realize is you see the United States, yeah? North America is a whole continent, bruv. Them man have got about 10 different sports that them man watch there. Don't try and compare your shit to our football, innit? With all due respect, don't do it. It's disrespectful. Because if a European came over to the US, yeah, and started changing the rules, yeah, of your sports or changing how things were done, you man would be the first people to kick up a stink and say, yo, this isn't how we want it. This is not how this is not how that, bruv. So don't try to disrespect our thing, bruv, about business and evolution and that. If man came to the NBA, scrapped your trades, scrapped all your things and try to do things differently, you wouldn't like it, fam. You know them. So just because it's going over to the way you lot do things, it's normal to you, it's not normal to us. So don't disrespect the past and the history, and the heritage and how we were raised on things. Don't disrespect that, bruv. Simply don't do it. There's no need for it, bruv. At the end of the day, football is the biggest sport in the world, and it's the biggest sport in this country by a country mile, blood. You man got flipping NASCAR, NFL, flipping baseball, basketball, all of these things, blood. And the way even you support your teams, you don't support your teams the way we support our teams, blood. Your fans can flipping mix and that. Our fans can't even sit together, blood. Football's mad tribal here. Do you know what I mean? Everything's different. Do you know what I'm saying? It runs way deeper than just business and politics. It's never been that, bruv. So just because you're used to all the Super Bowl and all the flipping adverts every 5 minutes, man are watching a movie and there's all adverts halfway through the film and shit. You know them ones. Man are getting flipping adverts before the credits after a film and that, blood. That's how you man are. That's what you're used to. We ain't used to that. So don't disrespect man's thing and say, yo, football's evolved. Football ain't evolved here, blood. It's just that these American men came in and they're trying to change it and take over, blood. There's no change, blood. There's no change, blood. Man come in our house and they put their feet up on man's sofa and they're chatting shit. That's just what it is, bro. It's not football's changed. It ain't changed, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? So don't disrespect the thing, blood. You know what I'm saying? Because you, man, do your thing and we don't disrespect it, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Man, don't disrespect the fact that they can be fucking 50 overtimes in basketball, blood. Man, don't disrespect that. You understand? So don't really disrespect our thing, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't do it, bro. There's no need for it, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you're used to the thing, that don't mean you need to disrespect man's thing. And that's the most respectful way that man can put it, bruv. Because it's mad ignorant, bro. Because nobody in this chat would appreciate if someone came into their yard and started doing fuckery, blood. No one would appreciate it, blood. No one. Imagine I walked in your house right now, open your fridge, man's drinking your orange juice out the carton, and I got my foot on your table, blood, and I'm telling you to pass the remote. Are you cool about that?
No respect.
None whatsoever. Respect man's things, bro. You understand? And that's all it is, bro. There's been a complete disrespect to the fans by the owners of the club, disrespect to football as a sport and all this. The man are talking about shortening the games, bro. Shortening the games. Are you mad?
I feel like he might be on a wind up there. Like
nah, bro. Like some of these man, yeah, you know what it is, bro. Certain man can only see something through one lens, bro. And that's just all it is, bro. I don't care about UEFA. I don't care about FIFA because all these man, all these men are crooked, bro. Furthermore, all of these billionaires and that, they're all crooked as well, blood. You know what I mean? You don't get that much money without exploiting people, blood. It's simply not, it's not possible, bro. So I'm not here to do the whole moral thing. I'm not here to that because, bruv, it's just different evils, innit? That's all it is. I know this, but what I'm not gonna do is I ain't gonna disrespect people's things because it's different to mine, blood. I'm not about to do that. That's ignorant, fam. And that's just all it is, bro. Man can't say that. If them man said, all right, cool, the NBA games are gonna be in England now, these man, bro, the man are going crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? They're going nuts. Imagine if they said, all right, cool, NBA Africa. Man are gonna do the first leg of the, we're gonna do one side of the playoffs in Accra, Ghana. These man, the heads are gone.
100%. 100.
Man said best of 7, blood. You know what I'm saying? Game's gonna be in a different bloody place or whatever. That's not anywhere you can get to. And you're gonna be cool with that. No, you're not, bruv. You're not.
You know what it is, yeah. And Perez said something like, there's only one game in the world that makes football, there's only one game in football that makes the world stop, and that's the El Clasico. He said Man United and Man City don't make the world stop. He basically just said every derby and everything is irrelevant except from the El Clasico. So that's why you now need to kind of like build something where
around that
and be playing big teams and stuff like that. I'm just like, a lot of what he was saying was in the interest of Madrid, innit? Was in the interest of Madrid. And he was also saying that, what did he say? He said something like, everything that he was saying basically, all the clubs have basically got themselves in financial messes. You know what I'm trying to say? They got themselves in financial messes through bad decisions over the years, can't get themselves out of it, because and now basically they just need the money influx from the Super League to keep them afloat. But I just think a lot of it is still within the interest of just themselves.
Bro, the reason why Real Madrid lost all that money, and it's stinging them so bad is because of all the bad financial flipping decisions they've made previously. They got Gareth Bale on 600 grand a week, bro. There's one.
Yeah,
you know that. So the reason why you're struggling now is because you're an idiot. That's not our problem. You know that that's not our problem, cuz. It's really not our problem.
It's gonna be interesting, man. Like I think he said something. Perez said something. He said something about the finances, but I can't remember what it was. He said something about the 350 mil. I can't. Oh yeah. He said that the way the money is gonna work is kind of like on a pyramid. So basically, like the more money that they get, right? The more money that they get, they're gonna drop down. So if they get bare money, they will spend more money to buy.
But that's what I said to you. That's what I said to you. They're going to spend all the money in the league, buy up all the best players from the other teams, make them weaker so they can batter them, blood. That's not going to make the league better, bro, because you're going to have 6 super teams and bare teams getting rolled over because you've taken Grealish, you've taken this player, you've taken that player. And then man ain't going to have nothing left, cuz. You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense, bro. That doesn't make the league any more attractive. It makes the Premier League less attractive. And then it just means that every time you see a game, you pretty much know who's going to win, bro. We've complained as Premier League fans about other leagues in Europe saying, oh, yeah, it's too predictable. You know that Real Madrid are going to win 8-0, blood. That's what's going to happen in the Prem. And then man are going to stop watching the Prem and just wait for the Super League, which is what they want anyway. You know, like that. So it is what it is. And this Francis brother, man's in Australia, cool, innit? Man have to pay £4 for a can of Coke because man's in Australia. That's why man's talking about globalization, fam. That's not my problem. You know them ones. That's not my problem, bro.
Man ripped the whole of America for an Australian brother.
You know, like that. Man, but it's still an Americanization of football, and it's one of them ones where, bruv, it don't make no difference, bro. Man have to pay £4 for a can of Coke because everything's 20 hours away, blood. That's why man likes the globalization model, but we don't, blood. You get me? So don't compare your thing to our thing. Do you know what I mean? Respectfully, man ain't watching your football league.
Yeah, 100.
Or your rugby league or whatever. I think rugby might be the biggest sport over there, but ain't no one watching your flipping AFL apart from man in your country, blood. So it's not comparable, bro. You're still gonna get to watch it anyway. That's why these man got TV deals. Do you know what I'm saying? But you can't say to fans, yeah, that want to go and watch the games that get used to not being able to watch it because we can't, blood. You can still go and watch your thing. And then man are gonna tell us that we can't watch our thing, bro. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. That's like telling them American fans, cool, Super Bowl's gonna be in China.
They'll go crazy, fam.
What?
They'll go crazy.
Bruv, these man all running up, bruv. Man, a storm, bruv. I'm seeing Americans, yeah, running up in places, put on desk and that, mashing up the place. Imagine what they'll do, blood, if they told them the Super Bowl is gonna be in Shanghai, blood.
No, bro, the thing is, like,
brother.
The thing is, do you know how you got to see it? You got to see it as you look at these American owners basically came to the football because obviously football. You look at what they do in the NFL, for example, and how big and how much money they generate in the NFL and how much money they generate in baseball and all these type of things. And you think about it, you look at football, 4 billion fans of football around the world. Imagine being able to do what they do with the NFL football. Imagine how much money they can generate. This is like mouth-watering for them, bro. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Bro, the winners of the Super League can potentially get 805 million, bro, just for winning it. Like, because obviously 350 million participation. I think it was like 300 and something in TV, whatever, and like 200 and something for winning it. Bro, you can get just under $1 billion for winning it. Oh, bro, it's crazy. It's the money. The owners are going to be licking their lips, bro. It's like, bro, the rich, as they say, the rich stay rich, the poor get poor, stay poor. Because naturally, it's going to be a situation where all the brands and the sponsorships are going to want to have to be in the Super League as well, because obviously viewership was going to be maximum in there. So,
bro, there'll probably be a different kit for the Super League. I was different sponsors. You know them ones there.
It's probably going to be a one sponsor, you know. There's probably going to be, you know, in the MLS, everyone's Adidas. Every single kit in the MLS is Adidas. It's probably going to be a situation like that in the Premier League, in the Super League eventually. Probably be like a bidding war between Nike, Puma, and Adidas, bro, to
sponsor the league sponsors, and everyone's kits are gonna have to be one thing. Yeah, absolutely. I can see it coming.
Yeah,
know what I mean? Now, my man saying 65% of Prem football is watched in Asia. Football has evolved commercially and financially, so it makes sense for the owners to change the business model. You know why it doesn't? Because if they're 65% are watching it, guess what? They're still gonna be flipping watching it, mate. You know them ones there, so why change it? Why change it? It don't make no sense. If 65% of the people, if 65% of the people that watch my channel was in Asia, I'm not changing my content. I'm not changing my content. You know why? Because they're watching it anyway, because they like it how it is. So why would I change it, bro? Imagine if I decided, you know what, I'm gonna learn Korean, blood. I got 65%. I started speaking Korean, blood. All you man are gonna be like, what, go on for Rants, blood? Like, this is not why a man tuned into him, blood. I don't know Korean. Why is man speaking Korean?
And the thing is, like, look, if there was like a situation where they're like, the final is about to be played in whatever country, the Champions League final is played in another country, that means there'll be no problem with that. But the problem is that now you're talking about there's going to be times potentially where you're going to be playing regular fixtures just completely across the world. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Different hours, different time. You know, bro, look how dead the El Clasico got when they started playing it at 2 o'clock. No one wanted to watch. Everyone's like, what? Bro, we're used to that 8 p.m. nighttime fixture. It's probably like 10 p.m. or something, or whatever it is in Spain. That's what it was all about. All of a sudden, man are going to have to be watching Man United v City. No, we're going to have to be potentially watching Man United v City on New York hours. Like, brother, you know what I'm saying? Do you know how mad that is? So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's gonna be. I'm not one of them people that like. I don't like to discredit other fans.
Bro, imagine if the Americans had to wake up, at 2 a.m. like we did to watch the Super Bowl.
Bro.
Imagine. All of a sudden, that's when you'll see a Mazza.
Bruv. Bro. The thing is, I don't like to discredit other countries and their fans and all that type of stuff in it because they're important, and it doesn't make you more of a fan just because you're, you know what I mean, next door, whereas the other one might be away. It doesn't matter. I'm not trying to say that, but it's just, I just think because the fact that it's about money, it's not about with going to these places because of the love of the global game. It's not. It's because it's going to generate more money. It's going to be more financially beneficial. So it's kind of just like, bro, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. Like the only positive you can really say is, okay, it's going to be entertainment. But the thing for me is, I just think, and this is assumptions. I don't know. I'm not in the moment at this point, but for me, like picturing it, it's like the novelty will kind of go at a point. You know, when we get drawn against Real Madrid, you're gassed, bro. You know what I mean? You're thinking, raw Champions League game, quarterfinal against Real Madrid. This is gonna be crazy. It's like when you could have got this team, you could have got that team, but you end up getting Real Madrid. That whole kind of feeling of it is what makes it like massive. The fact that now it's just gonna be every other week we're going to be playing one of these super clubs, the novelty is going to wear out. It's not going to feel like, oh my God, PSG away. Oh my God, Barcelona away. It's just going to feel like,
it's feel like any other game, bro. It's like when we played them in pre-season, bro. Like, because it's a league, it's not knockouts. So man don't have to go for it, bruv. You know the ones. Man United are going to park 8 men behind the ball against Barcelona. Why? Because, bruv, they'll go there for a draw, blood. It's not knockouts. They don't have to win. You know, like that. So it's not guaranteed to be exciting. That's a myth. And this thing where man said Serie A clubs with 355 million, the Scudetto will always be won by these teams. It's been like this for 8 years already. Exactly. And us as fans have said, oh yeah, them leagues are dead. You always know Juventus are going to win it every year. Before that, it was so-and-so. Bruv, that's what the Prem's going to turn into, bruv. But even in a worse level, blood. Things like Leicester winning the Premier League, stuff like that ain't going to happen, bro. Even when Man United was winning it, Man United and Arsenal bouncing off, bro. Even that was semi kind of boring, blood, for a neutral fan, because United had spending power that other clubs didn't have. You know what I mean? United could do a 30 million every season, blood. Go and buy the best English players. Went to Everton and took Wayne Rooney. If it was the same era, we would have gone to Tottenham and took Harry Kane, like we took Michael Carrick, like we took Rio Ferdinand, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like when the teams around us started to spend money and they were able to say, actually, nah, can't have him. Gaps started closing. These man getting shook now, blood. And that's just all it is, bro. Because teams like West Ham can say, right, now we're turning down 80 million for Declan Rice. We want more. There's nothing you could do about it because they don't need the money. And that's what it is. So when man saying, oh, Real Madrid are struggling because of the pandemic, they get less TV money than Arsenal do, finishing outside the top 4. Well, if that's the case, then why is man talking all this smoke about El Clasico and the world stands still, blood? You man even making no money, blood. How you making less money than Arsenal, blood? You man can sit down and shut up, blood.
Did you see what Wenger said in 2009? Have you seen the video?
No.
Oh, so there's a video in 2009 where Wenger basically says everything that was going to happen now in it. Basically just said, Super League, there's going to be a Super League, blah, 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 blah. They're planning on doing that, whatever. But what he said is that the reason why they're doing it is because of the envy of the Premier League. The Premier League is too strong economically, and the other leagues are not getting, the TV money. They're not getting all that type of stuff. So there's going to be a way that they need to basically destroy the Premier League and basically kind of see, how are you, man, making all that money? We're making this money. We need to somehow eat some of your pie. So we're going to take you guys. We're going to do a combined thing so we can all eat. That's basically what it is. So Wenger basically said this all started with basically the aim that the Premier League is making too much money compared to the rest. And how do they bridge this gap? So instead of working within their own domestic way of bettering it and getting these deals and whatever, they're just kind of like, yo, let's just all make one thing and eat from you lot. So as much as Perez is saying, oh, it's because of this, because of that, it's really still from the selfish standpoint that it's like, yo, eventually Real Madrid will not be able to compete with a United, with a with a City, with a Chelsea, with a Arsenal, with all these type of teams. Even as you said, all these other teams like West Ham and all these are getting their money up and all of that. It comes to a point where the Real Madrids and that won't be able to compete, basically. But it was all good when Real Madrid were able to buy Figo and Beckham.
When they were printing money. And that's why I laugh at Real Madrid, you know, because man talk about Real Madrid this, Real Madrid that. Bro, if them man are making less money than Arsenal, why have they got man on 600 grand a week, bro? Do you know what I mean? Real Madrid are like, do you know what I'm saying? You know when them footballers, blood, when they're making their peas, bruv, they go and pick up their gal and that. As soon as their man retire, their wife leaves them, blood. Because bruv, you can't keep up the lifestyle, B. You know them ones there, and that's what it is. Real Madrid, those 600 grand a week, and now what, blood? They're clowns, fam. Because if you look at Spain's economy as a country, yeah, Real Madrid, it shouldn't be spending that kind of money. The country's economy, bruv, anyone that's been to Spain knows what Spain's like, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, bruv, you think you live in a poor part of this country, blood, you go to Spain, it's different, bro. You know the amount of times in Spain, yeah, where them man started to build something and then ran out of money and it's all half built and that. But you go around the landscape, that's what it's like. The economy there ain't thriving like that for man to be on 600 bags a week. That money's coming from outside. You know, like that. So of course you can't compete with man here. Of course you can't compete with man here. Do you know what I mean? In London doing up madness, bro. Do you know what I'm saying, bruv? Where's the Knightsbridge of Spain, blood? Of course you can't compete with man. That goes without saying. That's simple economics, bro. So when the man have got man on 600 grand a week doing up flipping Galactico, it was never gonna last, bro. It was never gonna last, bro. Man fell flat on your face, and now you're talking about El Clasico. Ain't no one watching that shit, blood. Soon as Ronaldo left, yeah, your El Clasico was void, blood. I don't think I watched one after Ronaldo left.
Pep said, sport is not a sport when the success is guaranteed, and when the relation between the effort and reward don't exist, it's not a sport when it doesn't matter if you lose. It's not fair if teams fight at the top and cannot qualify. This is what I'm saying. Competitiveness and merit goes, but a lot of people are thinking about it from their club point of view. A lot of it is like, you know, Man United are suffering. We've been shit so long. Now we're going to get money and all of a sudden we're going to be big again. Or Arsenal, we're going to be big again. Or Tottenham, like everyone's thinking, oh, this is going to be entertaining. I just want to see the best players play against the best players. But nobody's thinking about it as a whole. I don't give a bro. I don't give shits about UEFA. I don't care about UEFA, bro. They don't handle racism properly. They don't do none of that. I don't give a fuck about you. I'm not no pro UEFA, bro. I'm just pro football, bro. It's damaging football. I don't give a fuck about what UEFA do. It's just pro football. And what he's saying, Pep is saying, sport is not a sport when the success is guaranteed. From time you can just be shit, you can be mediocre, bro. Man United are the most mediocre team at the moment in terms of accepting the mediocrity, and now we're gonna reward that. We're rewarding mediocrity, going into a Super League, and basically just gonna be like, do you know what? We don't win Prems. We don't even compete for title in Prem. We're just gonna be the New York Knicks, blood. Respect, exactly. We're gonna go to the Super League and just be like, all right, cool. Bro, now we're getting more money for even being shit. We're getting more money during our shittest period than we would get in our best period.
Exactly. So there's no incentive to be successful.
This is why I can't back any. I don't back no decisions the Glazers make. Has never been in the best interest of Man United. So I don't see how now people all of a sudden think that this is now going to be in the best interest of Man United. We're just rewarding mediocrity. All these people that are saying they want Ollie out and shit, bro.
There's no point getting rid of Ollie now because what does it matter?
Exactly, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Giving Ollie a contract when he hasn't won nothing, and apparently his new contract's already been signed. Yeah, that's rewarding mediocrity. Like that's what United been doing, bro. And that's why I said I can't relate to this football club no more, bro. Yeah. Like this Super League was a step too far for me. Do you know what I mean? The Premier League will still remain, yeah, but the integrity of the Premier League has now been compromised because now it doesn't mean what it used to mean. Teams don't need to win the Prem, bro.
Bro, it's just like I don't know, man. I can't get behind any decisions these Glazers and all these owners who just don't care, bro. They just don't care. So I don't see why all of a sudden people now think this is going to be a better thing for your football club or for your club. If it was bro, if it was Roman Abramovich making this decision, if I was a Chelsea fan or something, I'll be a bit more inclined. You know what I mean? I'll be like, you know, Roman always seems to have the best sporting interest for my club.
Yeah.
No more. The Glazers, they've never had that interest, football interest in their minds. So how can I now back this decision? It's craziness, man. It's craziness. I want to see what Pep said, but Pep said.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the Pep quotes up because it's in here. My man's talking about £1 billion club and potentially going back. Bruv, there's no chance in hell of Manchester United, going bankrupt ever, bro. If you look at their turnover, honestly, there shouldn't even be a debt on that football club, the amount that it generates, bro. There's no chance. Not only are Manchester United self-sustaining, but they're self-thriving, bro. That the owners are draining money out of that club. The club can run in a massive profit and still buy the best players in the world without the owners. The owners are holding the football club back, not the other way around. And that's including the pandemic. Yeah. Including it, because United don't live month to month, blood. Do you know what I mean? United ain't working in flipping a supermarket, you know, bro. Like, United don't work month to month on this thing, bro. The turnover's a joke. And when you look at the running costs and all these other things, United are calm, bro. There's no chance of them going bankrupt. This is not because man don't want to go bankrupt. This is because man want to eat extremely well. They're eating well now, but they want to eat better. That's what it comes down to. It comes down to greed, bruv. No one ain't going bankrupt.
Man said, I'm looking at what Pep is saying. He's moving mad still.
Man, fling up these Pep quotes. I saw the thing about my man saying, every club defends its position. Everyone makes their own interest. When you talk about the Premier League and UEFA, they look at after their interests. Yeah, he's right, 100%.
He said, why are Ajax not there with 4 Champions Leagues? They have to tell us.
It's true. And the reason why Ajax ain't there is because commercially, they don't have the money that a Tottenham has. And that's why I said this league is an absolute shambles. If it was a real Super League, you can't not have an Ajax there. You could even argue that a Sporting Lisbon needs to be there or a Benfica. Do you know what I'm saying? Bro, it don't make no sense ahead of Tottenham, bro. Come on, bro. Trust me, when this thing turns into flipping Merseyside Red Sox, blood, do you know what I'm saying? Because that's what's going to happen.
That's what I'm saying. Manchester Red Devils Soccer Club.
Bruv, listen.
Bruv, it's mad, man. Hold on, let's see. Pep, and now that's Pep and Klopp that are against it. 2 of the so-called best managers in the world. He said, I would love the Super League president of the committee to go around the world and explain how we got to this decision. I've said it many times, I want the best competition as possible. It's not fair if teams fight at the top and cannot qualify. Yeah,
it's mad. Man said it's a clock. Man's closed the door on teams, you know.
Pep came on Stick Talk. You know, they started initially with Pep will not discuss any. And then he started the thing with ask whatever you want. I'm gonna speak how I feel. He came on Stick Talk.
Bro, Pep's a bad boy, you know. And you know what it is? Slyly, Man City didn't want to join anyway. So his owners probably said, yo, do your thing.
Bro, it's crazy, bruv.
Nah, that's one thing about Pep. He's got full control there, blood.
Yeah, Pep.
You know, he ain't gonna come out on this quiet thing and nah, bro. There's no chance of him getting sacked. They brought in his man then before him, bro.
Yeah, he said we want the best Premier League in the world. I love it here. I love this Premier League. Hey, he needs to stop loving it though. I need him to leave a little bit. You know, I need to win some trophies, lad.
Yeah, bro.
Nah, for real, fam. What you saying? I can't lie, bro. This shit makes you want to be just a neutral, bro. I swear to you, it makes it hard to even want to fucking love Man United and support Man United and all this type of shit. I swear to you, bro. Swear.
But that's what I mean, bro. Listen, honestly, any football club that could be involved in any of this, bro, man can't love that, bro. It's a joke. You know them? They don't care about us, so I don't care about them, bro. It's that simple, bro. Man will watch football the way I watch basketball, blood. If the game's good, man, I'll watch it. If it's shit, I'll turn it off. Like that. That's just how it needs to be now, bro. Because honestly, man don't care about you, bro. You're a customer, innit? Like I never got into football to be a customer of a football team.
Yeah.
I didn't support a team to be a customer, bro. Do you know what I mean? Man supported the team, bro. Home and away, all of these other things, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's what it is. When you feel like your supporter, man are getting disrespected. You're getting disrespected, G.
Yeah.
That's what it is. A man talking about 60% of Asia watches the Premier League and all of that. That's great, but that's because the Premier League's good. Do you know what I mean? That doesn't mean that the people at home are no longer important, bro. It doesn't mean that. Like, you know what I'm saying? My channel now is closing in on 60K, yeah? So if it's on 500K, does it mean that you man that are here now are less important than the man that got me to 500K, blood? You're not less important. If anything, you're more important because you were here first, blood.
Yeah.
That's how it's meant to work, bro. Do you know what I mean? The foundation of this channel is you lot.
And that's what if you deep it, that's what the issue is with most things. It's when people try and overdo it and lose their core. The core audience is always the most important thing, bro.
Of course it is, bro. Because at the end of the day, even if you put it into YouTube, yeah, so you man can understand this. The more you man like and share my stuff, the more I grow. So if you weren't here in the first place, supporting, liking, and sharing, my stuff wouldn't get to the width of the audience it gets to because it's all algorithm based. So the people here that support the club, that put the money into the club at the beginning and helped it get to that global a worldwide fan base in the first place, those are the people that are the most important, bruv. Or at least their opinions should be prioritized, bro. Yeah. Absolutely, bro. I can't just be like, all right, cool, man's on 100K. Fuck you, man, that was watching at the beginning. That's mad. That don't make no sense. Because if you man weren't hitting the like button, YouTube wouldn't be pushing my thing in the algorithm. When you log onto your YouTube, you wouldn't be seeing me, blood. When you watch other people's videos and it's recommending my videos, do you know what I mean? A man that maybe subscribes to you is your brethren or whatever, that goes onto YouTube and sees my thing recommended because you follow me, bruv.
Yeah.
That's how man grows. So how can you be less important than the new man? You can't be. Don't make no sense. Do you know what I mean? The foundation's always important. And when you start to snub the foundation, bro, it's a slippery slope, fam.
Very, bruv. It's mad. I'm happy. I'm happy that Pep said that, though. I'm happy that Pep said that. I'm happy that he didn't come out with no, like, oh, I'm not involved or whatever. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's crazy. It's crazy, bruv.
It's mad. New Canadian fan here. Do you think people ain't gonna boycott football? Yeah. No one said they're gonna boycott football. People are just acting up here because they're upset, bro. But the bottom line is, yeah, people are so that, bro, football just becomes a part of your life to the point where a lot of these people, yeah, like have taken their kids to football, all these other things, and it just becomes routine, innit? To the point where people can't imagine a life without it. You know what I mean? So, and they know that football's like a religion, innit? So people know that people don't just turn their back on religion or whatever like that. They know that once you're in, they've got you in it, and that's what they rely on, bro. So they're not gonna boycott the football. There's talk of United fans taking the banners down in the stadium. Liverpool fans have already started taking banners down. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of them ones where I don't know. I don't think that they're gonna boycott it. I think a lot of men are gonna get upset, and then it will probably blow over. That's what I think, innit? But for me personally,
you don't think it's gonna go ahead?
No, I think it will go ahead. I think the league's gonna go ahead. I think that these men would have gone through all the legislations and that with a toothpick, bro. I don't think they would have announced it unless they saw that there was no way that these men could really stop them. You understand what I'm saying? So I think that I think the Super League will go ahead, but I think that there'll be some sort of settlement with UEFA in it. And that's just what it is. There'll be some sort of settlement, or there'll be some sort of tweaking of it, or some sort of compromise. But it will happen, innit? But I do know, that for me personally, this is the straw that broke the camel's back as far as Manchester United are concerned, bro. Because I've been falling out of love with that football club for years, blood, with the nonsense they've been doing. You know them ones. And for me, like everything. Like, and that's why when man say, oh, you're being negative. Nah, bro, it's years and years and years of seeing my team, fall into mediocrity, and prioritize Instagram numbers, social media numbers, That's all they care about, bro. Man brought in Darren Fletcher for what? You know them ones. Like, man have been, we all been screaming about we need a director of football and that. So they shuffle up the pack here with two men that's already at the club because they don't want anyone to step on Ed Woodward's toes, bro. Ridiculous. The club is being run as a dictatorship, and Ed Woodward is a money man. So this club is being run as a business only. That's how it's being run, bro. Like, bruv, I didn't get into the business of supporting a football club to be a customer, bro. That's not it, bro. I don't support Gucci, blood. Because that's what it is. It's like Man United is a brand now, fam. I don't support Gucci. I don't support flipping Louis Vuitton. I don't support these things, blood. I don't. And United come like a fashion brand now. Bare tracksuits and that. Third away kit. Blood clot, zebra stripes. Where the hell did that ever come from in the history of Manchester United? Man, I got zebra crossing kit, blood. Where did that ever come from?
Don't kill me, bruv.
Bruv, where did it come from, bro? This ain't the club I grew up supporting, bro.
Oh shit, you see Jordan Henderson?
Nah.
Jordan Henderson has called an emergency meeting between Premier League captains to discuss a response.
Bomba Ross. You see that? Imagine the Scousers are gonna save us if that ever happens. Liverpool fans were the first 10 toes outside Anfield on a mad thing, and now man like Jordan Henderson's calling meetings and that. It's mad, fam. Because a lot of these man grew up in the same era as us, Cams.
Yeah,
like Henderson and them man. So them man know what the Premier League means to us. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where, bro, again, even Celtic, probably argument's sake, should probably be in the conversation. You know what I mean? Celtic, Benfica. You know what I'm saying? You can say Sporting Lisbon if you want, but these men don't bring enough money to the table. That's all they care about. That's all these men care about. So literally, as soon as Man United start looking at man like a customer, as soon as we're in the middle of a pandemic and United are emailing man about membership and season tickets, and you can't even tell us when we're going to be allowed back in the stadium, you don't rate, man. Don't rate, man. So man can't support you, blood. I can't support you. It doesn't make sense, bro. Do you know what I mean? I can't spend my money and go sit down in the stadium, bruv. The roof's still leaking, bro.
Bro, no connection. Roof still leaking. Toilets look like shit. Bro, come on, man.
Bro, you go Etihad, you got Wi-Fi, all these other things. You got
a screen.
We don't have a screen. We don't have Wi-Fi. You can't use your phone at Old Trafford, blood.
Nah, you
so
can't.
If a madness is happening, I can't call no one. You know, like that. The toilets are a mazza. You know, like that. The whole thing's mad, bro. Do you know what I mean? Big up the super chat as well. £50, you know. I big up my guy. These international fans saying, bro.
Hey, you're eating tonight, boy.
Big up my guy, man. Mad love, man. These international fans think the owners care about them. Exactly, they don't. They look at you like you're a pound coin. Or a dollar note, or your dollar's a note, innit? It's a note, innit, in America. Yeah, it's a note. So you're a dollar note to them, or you're a pound coin to them, or you're whatever to them. That's all you are, bro. They don't love you any more than they love us or don't love us, bro. Do you know what I mean? They just see that because your connection to the club's different, because you can't actually physically go there a lot of the time, you're more likely to buy every kit because that's your way of feeling closer to the football club. Do you know what I'm saying? You're more likely to buy the merchandise because that is what makes you feel closer. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. So because of that, they know that you're probably on average going to spend more money on merch. Whereas I'll spend more money on travel, going to games, than I probably will spend on merchandise. But they don't care about that because they don't get that money.
Yeah.
They don't get the petrol money in the whip. They don't get the train money. Do you know what I'm saying? So them man see you all as disposable. And that's just what it is, bro. So, bro, honestly, 100% agree with what you're saying, my bro. Like, they don't care about any of us. And that's why I'll never tell no one how to support or what to do or boycott. And I'm not on all of that. I'm not on all that. I'm not going to tell people how to support their club or how to feel about this. I'm not. All I'm saying is I'm a football fan, first and foremost, bro. Before I had a football team, I loved the game, bro. I was out running around playing football before I really knew players' names and knew who played where and what. I was just a young kid that loved watching football, blood. I love watching Football Italia on Channel 4. Loved AC Milan. I was watching Ruud Gullit because man had dreadlocks and man just the only player that man could actually identify and know who he was because he just looked different to everyone else. Like, those are my first memories of football, bro. My first memories of football is not Sir Matt Busby Lane walking down and Sir Matt Busby Way walking down and you know what I'm saying, getting run down by police horses and that. And like, bro, that's not my first memories of football, bro. It's not. So for me, I'm just disappointed, fam. You know, like that. But I'm not stuck to the football club forever, bro, because my love for the game is deeper than the football club.
Yeah.
Like literally, I get more joy out of actually playing football than watching it. I get more joy of standing on the sidelines and coaching my team than I do of watching any football team on television because it's my team, bro. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So for me, it's just kind of like, cool. These men have showed us that they don't care about me one too many times, bro. Man can't be staying in these toxic relationships, bro. I wouldn't stay with a gal if they treated me like that. Know what I'm saying? United ain't giving me the pleasure that a woman could give me. Never. It's football, innit? It is what it is, bro. It's a toxic relationship, bro, that man don't want to be in no longer, bruv. And that's just all it is, bro. Man's just gonna enjoy the game. That's my foundations. My foundations is enjoying the game.
Yeah. That's how I see it as well now, man. That's kind of how I see it. I'm not even bro, it takes the love out of it. It takes the love out of it. Of
course it does.
It takes the love out of it, 100%, man. 100%. And the thing is, what I need to reiterate, bro, like, it's not a UEFA versus a Super League thing. No one gives a fuck about UEFA, bro.
No one.
You know, over tomorrow, I wouldn't give a shit. I'm not gonna be like, damn, UEFA are such a good organization. It's about the spirit of football, bro. That's it.
Them UEFA man should be in jail, a lot of them. Bruh, and the FIFA man, bro. The fact that Qatar got the World Cup, them man, any man involved in that decision should be in jail right now. Because it was never feasible in the first place.
I swear one of them is. I swear one of them is in jail anyway.
Possibly.
One of them is in jail, bro. I'm sure of it, bro. I'm sure of it. It's crazy, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So this isn't a moral thing where, oh, yo, UEFA. It's not about that. It's not about that, bro. Like, we understand. We understand they're crooked, bro. We understand they're crooked. But it's about grassroots. It's about all of these things, blood. That's what it's about, bro. It's about the essence of the game, bro, that we fell in love with. That's what it's about for me. I don't care about UEFA or FIFA or the FA. I don't care about any of them, bro. Because as you said, when it comes to racism, them man ain't doing nothing. As soon as them man's pockets about to get jacked, blood, all of a sudden, bare man's got chat, fam.
Yeah.
But when man are getting monkey DMs and that, man are silent, cuz man are saying, oh, we'll see what the verdict is. We had a black brother the other day that got a 3-match ban for being racially abused, blood.
This is what I mean. The UEFA are not a good organization at all themselves, man. At the end of the day, between anything where it's power, bro, you can go on anything, Facebook, all of these big corps, it's evils, bro. You know what I mean? To get to where you need to be, it's evils. That's the lesser of the two evils. People are voting Joe Biden just because they don't want Trump.
Yeah, but that's what it is.
You know Joe Biden's policies and stuff. You don't even know.
Well, that's
how it is, bro. It's the lesser of two evils, bro. That's how I see it, bro. Like, and the only thing that's being affected is Americans. The only thing that's being affected here is football. Yeah, I'm trying to say, but at the end of the day, you're still trying to find the best balance between it. At the end of the day, you're choosing the lesser of two evils. And for me, the lesser of two evils in this case is UEFA, bro. I'm not standing with UEFA, but it's the lesser of two evils, in my opinion, bro. That's
for the sport as a whole. For the sport as a whole, it is. Do you understand what I'm saying? Big up Malik. I'm American. I've been following United since I was 5. As soon as the Glazers took over, I was trying to tell people about them. Trust me, you man know a lot more about them than we do. When the Glazers took over, loads of Americans were warning me about them. But to me, I was too young. I was just like, man, what does that even mean, blood? As long as United are still winning, I don't care, blood. You know, like that. That's all it was. I didn't know it was going to do that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that this was going to happen, but I started to see these things unfolding, blood. Do you know what I mean? I told man, as soon as we sold Ronaldo and we replaced him with Valencia, I knew we were done. And I'm seeing Real Madrid doing Galacticos. You know that? Man gave us 80 M's, and then I'm seeing Michael Owen in the 7. I was like, nah, Fergie smoking budge when I saw that. Yeah. Michael Owen in the 7. Michael Owen, you know. This ain't even young Michael Owen. This is Michael Owen finished, blood. 2 hip replacements, Michael Owen, blood. In the number 7.
That's when you know this club is in trouble, boy.
That's when you know, bro. No value in the market. No value in the market. It's
been a downward spiral. And you know what's annoying? And you know what's annoying me right now already, yeah? I already know, yeah. Pep and Klopp, the 2 big managers in the game, they're the ones that probably have the most power of their football clubs in the game. I'm thinking no one else really does if you think about their clubs in the game right now. Zidane is doing his thing, but he hasn't really, he's got Perez. Like, he ain't got the power like that.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah. So the 2 big managers are gonna come speak out, and I'm just gonna see Ollie's is just gonna be.
He's gonna be stuttering, bro, and he's gonna be like, "Whoa."
He's just gonna say nothing. He's gonna say,
even when we win, he can't speak with conviction. So there's no way that he can even talk about this. Even United didn't even really want to tweet about it. You notice everyone else was tweeting, and that United were bare silent for a minute, blood.
Yeah, bro.
Because they were thinking, how are we gonna package this?
What did what it said? Somebody just said Rashford just tweeted. Let's see this.
All right, big up for the super chat, my bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Yo, bro, there's gonna be loads of neutral stress-free watch-alongs, bro. I'm telling you.
Just put a picture up of the United banner saying football is nothing without fans.
That's hilarious. And you know what's amazing as well? And you see what this tells you about the owners as well? The fact that none of these players were told about it. You know why? Because they're cattle. That's what they are. We don't need to inform you because you're under contract. You have to do what we tell you to. You know, like that. You have to. You do not have the freedom you think you have. And that's just what it is. So all these players getting upset, they can get upset, but guess what, bruv? You're still going to have to go. Still going to have to go, bro. And that's just what it is. So some joke thing, bro. Honestly. And how can you be all right with that? Your clubs are basically telling these players that, bruv, you have to do this. You man are going to have to travel 12 hours to go play a game against flipping Atletico Madrid, or 14 hours or whatever to go play in Shanghai or go and play in Saudi or something. What is this, bro? And these players ain't got a choice, you know? And they'll say, oh, yeah, but they're traveling in comfortable aeroplanes and that. Is that the point? How do you expect a good quality game of football when men are traveling 14 hours and that? And they're not being able to acclimatize to wherever they're playing as well, different climates, all these different things. It doesn't make sense. Do you know what I mean? I don't even know how these NBA man flipping travel. The distances that they travel is an absolute madness. But at least they're playing indoors and they can regulate the temperature and stuff like that. Imagine if 1 week you're playing in Europe and the next minute you're playing in flipping China, bro. Nah, bro. You trying to tell me the quality of the game is going to be the same? If 1 week you're playing in 18 degrees and the next week you're playing in 40.
Bruh. Football is just going to be a bunch of fat mugs. There's going to be a bunch of fat businessmen mugs that just going to be sitting and watching all these games. No atmosphere. It's just going to be whack, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. People, bro, it is what it is, isn't it? Like, it just seems that everyone's going to be against it, but the money makers are going to be the ones that final decision.
And then everyone else will get used to how it is, and then it will become the new normal.
Yeah, and then it'll be shit.
Yeah.
And it'll be shit, bro. That's just what it is, man. Fucking hell, bro.
And that's what it is, bro. Nobody is gonna be getting gassed about watching these same games all the time. Do you know what I mean? Before man wrap up, UEFA's threatening players will be banned from representing their country for the actions of their employers. It's not fair. It is fair. It is fair, because if you don't like it, leave, innit? It is fair, bro.
That's proper Brexit. That sounded proper Brexit, bro.
Yeah.
You don't
it's true, though. If you don't like it, fuck off, mate. You know what I mean? Bruv, 100%. Bruv, it is fair, bro.
Don't kill me, blood.
It's absolutely fair. It's absolutely fair, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. Because I say, bruv, if you're in this Super League, then the man them that you're with, you're guilty by association, bro. That's how it works, bro. Join enterprise, my youth, blood. Bear man in jail for that.
Yeah, 100.
Bear man in jail for that. You know, man can't say, yeah, bro, I didn't do it. Was you there, fam? Yeah. Did you stop him? No. Say less, bro. You're going jail, B. That's how it is. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're playing in a competition that is this, then you can't play in that. If man gets a brand deal with Ray and Nephew and they say, all right, cool, you can't do nothing with any other thing. And then, yeah, what? Man gonna say, oh, yeah, but man want to do a Captain Morgan's thing. No, you can't, bruv. Like, it's not how it works. If man's working with Betfred, you can't say, all right, but man's gonna do a Labrix thing. Man can't do that. If you're sponsored by these, man, you can't par with these, man. It's that simple. Like, it's simple. I don't think it's unfair at all, blood. Like, either you pressure your owners and whatever to back out, or you can sit there quietly and then you're complicit and then you can't play.
Bro, there's rumors that Chelsea and
City were looking to, they didn't want to be in it anyway. Chelsea and City didn't want to be in it, but the Americans are kind of like, bruv, monopolized in it. 4 of them. It's 4 against 2. So man just had to say, all right, cool. You know, like that. But Man City weren't involved in that. That they didn't want to be. And neither did Chelsea. You know, Roman Abramovich, you can't tell him anything anyway, blood.
Yeah.
Roman was banned from the country and was still looking to shell peas, bro. Like, he doesn't care. Like, you can't tell Abramovich anything. He just wants Chelsea to win. That's all he cares about, bro. He sacked Frank Lampard, blood. Lampard used to be his brethren.
Yeah.
Do you think he cares? Doesn't care.
Yeah, fam.
You know what I'm saying?
Even why it took him so long to even sack Lampard, bro.
Well, there you go. And Lampard's the only manager that they've sacked and he's given a statement after because it genuinely hurt him, but he had to do it. Know what I mean? How do you think it'll work with player contracts, bonuses that specify qualifying for the Champions League and winning? I have no idea, my bro. They're gonna have to rewrite everyone's contracts. It's just like when England or the UK left the EU, they have to rewrite all the legislation again. They have to, because everything's the EU law, so they have to rewrite everything. It's the same thing. They're gonna have to rewrite all the players' contract. There's no other way around it, bro. They're gonna have to rewrite all of it. Human rights and all of that. Same when they left the EU, the human rights, everything needs to get rewritten, bro. It's not a straightforward process. So when the man are saying they're gonna start in August, I cannot see that happen.
Yeah, that's too quick. I think I can't see it happening that quick. But I think it's gonna happen, but I don't think it's gonna happen that quick.
Yeah,
it's gonna that's madness, bro. If it can start that quick, fuck.
That's what I'm saying. So.
Have everything in place, and it doesn't even. To be honest, this is just assumption. Everyone's just assuming and just whatever. So no one's got facts. But it doesn't even seem sustainable that one bank is going to be giving 6.5 billion a season, fam, to the league. Like JP Morgan, that doesn't even sound sustainable, bro.
That's some fantasy thing, innit?
Yeah, bro. That doesn't even sound sustainable, man. For 23 years, yeah?
Man, all them Suge Knight contracts. 23 years. Nah, B. 23 years, you know. That's some joke thing. And then what happens after that? Nah, you're taking the mick. None of these things don't make sense. Do you know what I'm saying? So, nah, man. Hey, big up.
Statement from the Premier League.
What's this statement saying?
They just had their meeting. I was hearing Burnley chairmans talking. I'm thinking, yeah, you guys ain't the ones to talk right now. We need some bigger clubs talking, blood.
It's true, innit, brother? Even though I wouldn't mind Sean Dyche being the leader of that, blood, because he'll make sure that shit don't go free, blood.
Fuck, you know, man.
He's the one manager, yeah. You ain't trying to fight in that league, you know.
Who's Sean Dyche? Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I remember.
Allow it. He's the only one that's really on smoke.
The Premier League have rejected the plans of the proposal, basically.
No, that's mad. Anything new?
Nah, just basically alongside the Premier League rejected they've got a full statement, but let's see what they got to say in the full statement. the league will continue to work with key stakeholders like the UEFA, FA, blah blah blah. The Premier League is considering all actions available to prevent this from happening, as well as holding the shareholders involved to account under its rules. The Premier League would like to thank full fans, blah blah. The reaction just proves how much of an open pyramid and the football community means to people.
100. Yeah, but it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out, guys. But as I said, I think there's gonna be loads of developments over the hours, over the days. Do you know what I'm saying? Honestly, and we saw that United share price went up after the announcement, and I mean, other things, share prices went up. So it's clearly for business. But bruv, even if this does fall through and it doesn't happen, bro, like you know what I'm saying, I ain't changed my mind, bro. I can't look at these football clubs the same again, blood. I can't, bro. Legit. Like, these men have shown their ass to us, bro. So you know them ones. They've shown us who they are, bruv. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. So I'll look out to see what the resulting is of this meeting with the 20 captains, because no doubt there'll be a statement. Henderson will probably give a statement after the meeting. So yeah, man, I'll just look out to see what happens, bruv. Basically. You know what I mean? So big up everyone inside. Smash the like button. Smash that, bruv. Make sure you follow Cam's channel. The hyperlink is in the title as always. What else you got coming up, bro?
I did 3 streams yesterday, bro. Fucking hell. Yesterday was a madness. I did 3 live streams yesterday. That's the most I've ever done. And then what is the date? Man United ain't playing for a while, innit? So I think I'm probably just gonna be chilling until probably about Friday. I think it is. But yeah, go watch the videos that I did yesterday. I did loads of videos yesterday, man, about all of this as well. And yeah, get me to 5K, man. I need about 190 more to 5K.
Is that it? You, man, make sure you subscribe, yeah? Get man up to 5K, bruv. Listen, we got Bear Man in here. You, man, can do that now. You, man, could definitely pattern that today still. Make sure you follow Cam's channel. Get him up to the first 5K milestone. Do you know what I'm saying? And we keep building from there, man. We got Aaron up to 10 on the last watch along. Do you know what I mean? So we just keep, so we keep pushing people. You know, them ones there, like, we keep pushing. Let's get him up to the 5K mark. Absolutely. And yeah, I'll look out to see what these men say regarding the captains and that. I think tonight Chelsea are playing Brighton or something. I might watch that game still, bro.
I hope Brighton clock them, but they're not. But I hope they do.
I'd love it, but bro, I wouldn't be surprised if Chelsea just moved to them, bro. At least man, I can watch Havertz, blood, a bit closely now, bro. You get me? Because
what's Aubameyang gonna do in that meeting, blood? He's not gonna do nothing. It's true.
Yeah, it's true, innit? Man, like Travis Scott and that, they were killing his haircut, bro.
Bro, he's gonna go in with his trim. They're not gonna take him serious, bro. They need someone to go represent. Shaka needs to go, fam. Not
man said Oba's gonna turn up late and that. Take it a piece. Oba turn up late, bro, and have to drive to the flipping meeting and that. Man's gonna have to drive to the conference and that after turning up late, fam. Everyone's already dipped and that. Man saying, bro, man would just link them for dinner after and that.
No, man, that's funny still.
I'm saying. So now it'll be interesting. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up you, man. You already know what it is. Make sure you subscribe to Cam's. Let's get him up to that 5K.
Come on,
do you know what I'm saying? And if anything, I might see you lot back later for the Chelsea game, people. Big up.